In the jungle, the jungle, and one that, one that, one that, one there. Oh, and one here, of course, for luck. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Le Mange. Does that fit in the title box? It fits in the title box! Huzzah! I can actually see... I can actually pick a world name that makes sense. Huzzah! So we're going to create this new world. Well, this is taking a while, isn't it? I had to find myself because I'm shush you, shush you, shush you, shush you. Yas. Is yas strictly necessary? Oh, and for the record, I also went all out, and we do have Harold in the room with us tonight. So, Harold is rapidly becoming a mascot, it seems. That took way too long, considering, I mean, like, how hard is it to generate this freaking world, considering that this freaking world, it's just this. And then infinite stone, forever, and a day. Where's the whaler controls? There we go. Show hide whaler, show ID metadata, hidden. Maintain toggled. Liquids are visible, slow, sneak toggle entities, I've debug menu. Narrate blocks. Display item. Just because seeing that at 0. So we're currently in a room that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, you kidding me? Really? And I turned off my sounds earlier because I was sick of the music. So one moment while I find my sounds and re-enable them. Welcome to, Stoneblock. You start the entire thing with the start, which tells you punch rocks. With an empty hand. How many rocks? Until you have 16 pebbles. This might take you a while, just saying. But that's our first quest complete. Then you need a stone crafting bench. heck else do you just... Oh, you can't even look at that yet? Alright. You need a stone crafting bench, which is a stone crafting bench. Made out of 4 individual stones. And it's a crafting bench. Then you need to make some dirt. Dirt can be obtained by breaking blocks with a hammer. Craft a stone hammer and start smashing stone to cobblestone to gravel to dirt to sand to dust. Okay, that doesn't seem too hard. What do we need to make a stone hammer? I don't even know what that is. To make a stone hammer, you need either 2 stone rods, except any stone stick, whatever, or 2 sticks. Well, we can make stone rods with stone, but we're going to need more stone for that. This is kind of what bugs me about this original room. Because as you can see, this original room is 7 by 7. With these weird annoying diamond shapes cut into the walls. Now originally, I just filled out this entire area and then started filling back in, but this time I'm going to do it slightly different. And instead prepare for our next few rooms in advance. And later we can just fill in the diamond walls and the ceiling. I say diamond walls. The walls themselves aren't made of diamond, but you know what I mean. Early on, we're going to want a lot of what I call them T-intersections, simply because, well, T-shaped intersections. But it's simply a case of I'm trying to work out how exactly I want to lay all this out, but for now, I think we'll just go in this direction. And that gets us more cobblestone. Now we can put this down in the corner. We can take our 2 stone rods and our 2 stone. And by the way, that is a freaking awesome animation, let me just tell you, but it's not my personal favourite. I prefer the stock one. And there we go. We now have a hammer. It is a cheap and shitty hammer. But it doesn't have to be good, it just has to last, so... It just has to get us something. Now, early game, I'd like to be able to squish things down yet, but I don't really want to spend the stone on upgrading the hammer so it can do squished things. So for now, I'm just going to solve the problem like this, and, you want to set your keybinds for this. I already have mine set because I've played this previously. But you'll want to go into your configs and set your... It's either going to be vein miner, ore excavator, tree chopper. Some mod like that will be in your pack somewhere. In this case, it's that one. And that gets us our dirt. We have 10 dirt. We're going to want more than 10 dirt. We're also going to want to make a stone crook. I'm no thief. And you make it. Like so. You have a stone crook. There we go. You have a stone crook. You'll notice I'm accumulating a lot of rewards chests, but I don't want to open those yet because those are going to give me stuff I'm not used for. Then we're going to need 4 of every sapling. Vanilla sapling is obtained by breaking dirt with a crook. Okay. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the center of this room. Plonk a block of dirt here. And then I'm going to do all the other dirt. You are going to get crooked. And that got me 3 jungle, which I know I can't plant, 2 spruce. Can I grow a spruce in here? I'm going to put this lower so the lights better distributed. Yes, I can. I might actually be able to grow a spruce sapling. Now, the reason you're hearing me hammering away on my keyboard is there was a mod in this pack that is named... God forgive me, is named Twerking for Trees. Wait. Oh, that's cool. This is just the most intuitive solution to me, but, apparently it's not actually working. Which is to make more trees. But since that is not actually, in fact, working, we are instead going to have to do this the other way. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to 4th. I like having 3 block walls between my rooms. Should now be 1, 2, 3. Oh. Oops. Well, we'll just indicate this is the start of the new room with this rim around the edge. That should be enough to remind me. And pretty soon, if we keep mining out that room, we're going to have enough cobble that we can start making better tools. A stone pickaxe is kind of shitty, but it's better than a stone hammer when it comes to, well, mining stone. Thomp. Now we have 16 gravel. Now, if you think this is going to get boring and repetitive, you are not wrong. I'm going to put that to one side, and I'm going to quickly make another hammer. Except I'm going to need another... I'm going to save that hammer, because that current hammer is, wearing down, and I like to get as much mileage out of my tools as I can. And that should have gotten me enough. Read the test. Dark oak saplings. Do we not have any dark... Okay, we have, like, 2 dark oak, but... Seriously? Dark oak saplings, you betray me. I put my trust in you, and what did you do? You betrayed me. So instead, we're going to have to start... I mean, ultimately, I'm going to need a lot of rooms. And I'm considering actually planning ahead and, like, making a deliberate room-clearing hammer. Although, admittedly, since all my tools are ultimately going to be used to just clear rooms... Meh. But, you know, a nice osmium iron electrum hammer with, like... I'm weird, okay? Wait, no, not that. That. Then that. Is that it? Is that it? There we go. Now we have way too many saplings, but whatever. Next, we need to start growing oak trees. Now, I prefer birch myself, simply because I might be completely and utterly wrong about this, but to my knowledge, birch trees grow faster. However, since we're growing a tree by dark magic, and I think you can vein mine with anything as long as you have something in your hand. Is that right? Yeah, and we have fast leaf decay, so that just near instantly. And then we just keep doing this. Now I could make an axe and speed myself up a little, but no, I'm gonna need a lot of wood for what comes next. and a bit of stone too. I should probably make a furnace now. In fact, do we have... Actually, hold on. Is there a quest for a furnace? There is no quest for a furnace, which is like, okay. So I can go a slab furnace, which is cheaper, if we still have them. Furnace. Is that weird? Because I could have sworn that you could make a furnace out of slabs. Did they remove that? Not like it's another NC thing. No, that would just be ridiculous, but... Lag spike. Lag spike. I guess not, really? Oh no, let's see cobblestone slabs. Now, what can you make with cobblestone slabs? Is it going to crash? Please do not crash. Make a rain sensor. That's actually kind of clever. I like that, but no, you can't. Well, you can make a wooden range. Oh yeah, the potentiometer from Draconic Evolution. I do like that, but no. So I guess we just have to make a normal furnace, because soon enough you'll come round and embrace this darker art. What goes up must come down. Everything moves in arcs. But wow, no, that's not what I wanted to do. But it'll do. Yes. For simple chow. This is what our early game is going to look like. If I remember correctly, though, we do have another quest now. Oh, do we? No, we haven't got enough wood. We should now, though. There we go. So now we need string and tinkers. So, tinker stuff is easy to make. More importantly, crook, not kriok. Wait, hold on. Tinkers has crooks now? No, it doesn't. It's just screwing with me. Okay. Oh, you can make, yeah. Oh, yeah. You can make crooks out of bone. Those have 64 durability. Those have 236 durability, but they shouldn't, because 4 times 64 is more than that. Holy and unnatural. This has 256 durability, so yeah, stone crooks are currently our best option. Bone crooks, however, do seem to do about the same job, so meh. I really don't want to consider how we're doing that. But, okay, so the next step is to start making some tinker stuff. We're going to need the tinker's blocks, and if I remember correctly, how many of those are there? There's like, well, let's check the quest, actually, just see how much the quest says we need. No, that's storage. Tinkers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there was a 6th one. 5 blocks, and we need... What the fuck was that? Okay, so that's enough of those. Then we're going to make 16 sticks at once, because that's an awesome crafting recipe, and don't you forget it. And that gets us these. And now what we're going to need is... Well... I could probably do it with stone, because stone is going to be the easy to get resource, but right now wood's the easier to get resource, and it's kind of... does it really matter? It doesn't. But we also need to do... Ah, hold on, have I maybe screwed up? No, I haven't. No, I haven't. Not yet, anyway. Okay, so we make one of those. Make one of these. Make some chests. So we've got one of those. One of those. And finally, we are going to need another kind of chest. Check the uses on these. I should see the other chest. Crop up in the... Yeah, there we go. Now, last time I embedded all these in the wall. This time, maybe not. So... First off, we're going to move this stone crafting table. And we're going to upgrade it into a wooden crafting table somehow. Except it's actually a crafting station. Crafting stations are awesome. And we're going to want the tool station. We're going to want to drill back into the wall by 2 blocks. Because the next one that comes is the part builder. And behind the part builder, I want to put the pat and the chests. So the part chest goes there. That chest goes there. My stream chat has shut down on me. Yay. The stencil table goes there, and the stencils go in the stencil table. But that should have been everything. Yep, there we go. And we also got storage for having made a chest. Next thing we need is a smeltery. And we're going to need a smeltery. Now, to get a smeltery, we're going to need things like clay and dust and stuff that we can't immediately get. Can we, out of curiosity, can we make a karma? Karma. Precision reaping tool. Mowing down plants and ensuring animals. Right-click harvest and replant crops. But if I remember correctly... It also shears leaves? I might be wrong about that. It might, I think it silk touches leaves, but I don't know. But our next biggest bet is, well, where do we go from here exactly? It's been a while since I've done this. I guess we can go with silk, since we have so many saplings. I'm willing to burn a few. But no, the first thing we want to do is we want to grow another tree. Yes, I know. Then we want to cook the leaves and hope that we get some silkworms. Nice. Then we're going to want to break the tree, and we're going to want to grow the tree again. Then we're going to want to not do that, but whatever. We're going to want to plant a silkworm inside the tree. There we go. Those leaves are now infested, and they will slowly, or not so slowly, turn into 100% infested leaves. But once they hit about 30%, they can start infesting other leaves. Which, once they hit about 30%, will start infesting other leaves. Which, once they hit 30%, will start infesting other leaves. And these things infest pretty quickly, which means that by the time you at 100% in the middle, the rest of the tree will probably be infested with silkworms. Now, I'm not really a nature person, but I do love nature when it comes to my advantage, you know? I'm one of those people. So... Once all the leaves stop glowing, which they seem to, we can now break this for string. And we're going to get like a stack of string. Because string! Next, we are going to want to make sieves. Can you make a sieve? You're going to want to turn off caps lock. And you're going to want to make sure you get it in the right order. Now you can make a heavy sieve. Up. What? And you're going to need wood and slabs. So, and sticks. So if I make some slabs, get us some more wood, I can make us our first sieve. And I'm going to want to make more than 2 because 2 is a small number. Like, no offense, it's prime, it's even, it's a cool number, I love it, but it's kind of small, you know. We're going to want to think on a bigger scale. We're going to want more like 16 in the end, but 4 will do for now. 4 will suffice. And normally I'd embed these into the floor, but I don't really feel the need to right now. And we're going to cut down this tree because this tree is getting annoying. And we're going to plant a new tree because we are ecological here. We're going to want to make some silk mesh. Now, you might wonder, what is the point of making mesh? Well, if you make a string mesh, and put one in each of these, that gets us an achievement, but more importantly, it now lets us sieve blocks for things like metal. We are also going to need to make a few other things, like a barrel, a crucible, does it say make a crucible? I don't know if this is how you make a crucible. It's not how you make it. We need a crucible. We're actually going to need 2 crucibles. First off, we're going to need an oak crucible. And later we're going to need a lava crucible. But right now, this will do. Now, this lets us make dirt out of saplings. And we have a lot of saplings. So, it's a good way of getting rid of your saplings. You can also make things out of leaves if you want to be, like, efficient. But, I don't care. Really. I'm just going to burn all my saplings. This one lets you make water out of biological materials. Like saplings and leaves. Later we're going to be going with leaves, but right now we're going with saplings. Because I have more saplings than I have leaves. We're also going to need a bucket. In fact, we're going to need 2 buckets. But to make the first bucket, we're going to need iron. To make iron, you need to sieve things. If we're going to want to sieve things, we're going to want a hammer. We have a hammer, but we're going to also want things like light and relative safety. And just to check, what do you get coal from sieving? Because I know you get coal from sieving something. Not just anything. Just sieve. Just sieving anything gets you a chance of coal? Okay. We can also start going with a bigger hammer, which we're probably going to want to do soonish. But this room is turning out quite nicely, don't you think? I mean, it's very dark, but I can fix that. This isn't quite ASMR, but I can almost certainly see someone doing this as ASMR. And getting away with it, too. So now we have plenty more stone. Saving that for later. Right, now what we're going to need is we're going to need some sticks. Oh look, we've got a ton of sticks. We're going to need 18 sticks. We haven't got enough sticks. Now we do. So if you're spawned, unfortunately, walking through my point of view, I'm sad to say I'm here in space. I've left no one to mourn for you. We're going to want a grand total of 9 individual hammers. Then we're going to want to shift-click all these hammers into our crafting table, and we get a compressed hammer. But you'll note that the max durability on the compressed hammer is not really that much higher than the max durability on a normal hammer. So why would you want to do this? Well, you can hammer compressed blocks. Well, what does that get me? Ah, there we go, our first bucket of water. We are going to need things for that. But first, we're going to compressed hammer these 2 blocks. I'm going to... And this, we are going to throw in our sieve. Plural. I know, you've seen me do this before, but, well, come on. Now, this compressed gravel, we're going to hammer again into compressed dirt. Into dirt, which we will then compress into compressed sand. And the sand we will then compress into compressed sand. Into dust. The thing about dust, with dust, you can make clay. What's so important about clay? Well, with clay, amongst other things, you can make buckets, which is cool. But more importantly, it also allows you to make things like grout, and you will need grout to make your first smeltery. So if we look up the recipe for grout, I am grout. We're going to need 4 blocks of sand and 4 blocks of gravel, which means we're going to want 9 blocks of cobble. So I'm just going to quickly repair my hammers. Well, repair my hammer, singular now. I'm going to mine out this wall. I'm going to need 8 cobblestone. Although if we can round out to 9, that'd be nice. But, nah, we'll want to stick with 8. We have more than 8 now, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Break them all. 1, 2, 3, 4. Break them all. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't speak French. You broke my dirt in the floor, you bastard! I guess that's what I get for trying to. But you broke my floor dirt. I guess we can now hammer down a piece of sand into dust and use that to make the next batch of clay. Oh, look. Wait, why do we have 9 dust? Whatever. So now, we can make grout. 8. I am grout. Now, what can you do with grout? Well, with grout, you can smelt it. You can smelt it down, or you can smelt it into seared brick. And with seared brick, you can make a smeltery. Now, for the smeltery, we're going to need things. We're going to need a lot of things. We're going to need a lot of seared bricks, but it's okay. We can get that. We can also sift this dust. And we didn't get anything from that. Shit. I think another 4 these. And we now have enough to make another batch of compressed cobble, which we can compress hammer into gravel. And then we're going to sift the gravel. Riveting gameplay. Which is going to get us, amongst other things, coal. I like coal. Coal is useful. Coal is especially useful if you do something like that. But it's really useful if you do something like that. Which gets us a book. The Actually Additions Manual. What do you mean it's pronounced manual? Shut up. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll quick craft the new stone hammer. Right, so we now have an absolute shit ton of cobble. Which we can turn into gravel. Because I'm me, I'm going to go and get like another 9. If I had some more diamonds, I could get a decentish tinker's hammer and do that manually, automatically, but, well. Now, why did I do that? Well, it means that we have a multiple of 4 in gravel, which means that we can do this nice and quickly. Sometimes you get really unlucky, okay? Next, we're going to want... How much iron have we got? Ooh, we got a load of iron. We got enough to make a bucket. Which is going to be nice. Because we're going to need at least 1 iron bucket. If we're going to want to be doing stuff with lava. And I want to do stuff with lava. Lava's cool. Okay, it's not cool. It's the opposite of cool. It's hot. But you know what I fucking mean. So, what's my current plan? What is my current plan? We've got enough flint to make a flint stiffened mesh. I don't have coal that we can start burning a furnace more efficiently. I've dropped my coal. You turn coal into tiny coal. Tiny coal smelts 1 item per tiny coal. I'm also going to want to put my chest somewhere. Here will do for now. Just so I can dump all my extra crap that I don't immediately need. Like that. 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 We don't need those in a few minutes. Now these seared bricks are going to get us the stuff we need to make a smeltery. We're also going to need another 9 cobble. I have 3, so... Except we already have, I'd say, don't I have like 9 dust somewhere? No, I must have sifted all that. Okay, so we wanna downgrade all this 9 cobble into gravel. But we want to downgrade 5 of this gravel into dirt. Do not do this near your dirt block, that is a bad idea. Downgrade all this dirt into sand, and then downgrade 1 block further into dust. We're going to do that, and then we're going to start filling up this thing again. If we put you in the middle, and you around the sides, we get another 8 I am grout. Which will give us first thing we need, which is a smeltery controller. We're also going to need a seared tank. Oh, it's a tank full of seared stone, right. Which is going to be another 8 and a piece of glass. So now we turn all that into one of those. One of those. Just check. Yeah, 5 sand, so. Then we feed more saplings to it. Saplings for the sapling god. Science for the science god. That will get us more grout. And a piece of glass. And now we can turn this grout and this glass into a seared tank. So now we are 2 blocks on the way there. Next we're going to need a seared faucet. Is that what it's called? I can't remember what it's called. Seared drain? Maybe seared drain. It's the furnace controller. Is it a smeltery? Smeltery drain, yeah, okay. So we're gonna need a smeltery drain. And since we have this brand new room here, I'm gonna put it in here. For now, anyway. So this thing is going to be really teeny tiny. And at the same time, really, really damn big. There is our seared drain. we're gonna need more cobble. Cobble for the cobble god. One, two, three. Yeah, which means the last torch goes on this wall here. Right, so we're going to want to put you here, you here, you here. And the next thing we're going to want is to see if we can get a cobblestone generator. That is going to need, you guessed it, clay in bulk. What? I think I had a minor bug there for a second. It's an unfired clay bucket. Because it's a bucket made of clay, it is soft and completely ineffective. You need to fire it to make it solid. And what we're going to need is we're going to need 2 clay buckets in total. We're going to need 1 for water and 1 for lava. Now for the lava one, we're going to need some porcelain clay, which means we're going to need, you guessed it, a fuck ton of cobble. And now I'm going to briefly tab out and check the chat, just to make sure that you guys aren't going insane. We have... Oh, that's Minecraft well, I'm sure you'll get something eventually. Hi there, fellow follower of Sundex. Me an intellectual, I never pick a side, nothing ever really would change if I committed suicide. Is this Stoneblock? Take the universe and grind it down to the finest powder and see it through the finest sieve, and then show me 1 atom of justice, 1 molecule of mercy. And yet you act as if that's some ideal order in the world, as if there is some righteousness in the universe by which it may be judged. Right, one were determined by humanity, based around, it's complicated. Okay, just, it's complicated. One moment now while I hook up the chat on my phone, like, properly. Oh my god. To all the people spamming me on Discord, good god, why are you spamming me on Discord? There we go. And I have a new subscriber. Which means in a few minutes... I meant... Said really? What is there in this world that truly makes living worthwhile? Cats, he said eventually. Cats are nice. Yeah, they're cats. Goddesses of all they survey, they're cats. They're freaking awesome. I'd love to own a cat someday. Damn it, you got me distracted, didn't you? Now look what you made me do. I'm going to have to patch up that hole in the wall later. Out of curiosity, does it tend to get a bit... Material stonework factory needs a machine casing, which isn't too hard, but it also needs a pink slime ball. God is getting that difficult, so... I'll have to make another pickaxe then. Pickaxe? Not pickaxe, whatever this thing is. Hammer? Hammer. Yeah, there we go. Okay, okay, so... Three minutes in a way is very... Yes, these things can be accepted. Yeah. Still, though, at least my stream isn't going all weird and glitchy, so that's a start. We're gonna need more grout. We're gonna need more grout, we're gonna need more clay, we're gonna need more of everything, really, but... We're gonna need another bucket. We're gonna need to smelt that bucket. Then, we're going... I think this is all you really need for the most basic of smelteries. As long as it has a floor and 4 walls. Should be fine. I could go all glass on one side. Would you guys like that? Like, glass isn't exactly expensive, so I could totally do, like, a glass wall on one of them. Also, to try and encourage my expansion, every room from now on is going to have at least one intersection. Simply so I can encourage myself to expand more, and at the same time, make some kind of logic out of what I'm doing, because what happened last time was I put things like my power generation so far away from the things that needed power, it was ridiculous. I'm also going to need a colossal chest and a bunch of other things, but we'll start with the... We'll start with the easy things. We're going to need flint. We're going to need a lot of flint. And the easiest way to get flint is to sift gravel. So we're going to sift gravel. Okay, no, there is an easier way to get flint, but this is the most beneficial way to get flint. And we're going to want 16 flint. We have 13 flint. This is good. Here we go again. Whop! Pratchett quotes, salt of life. Pratchett quotes. Couldn't live without them. Some of his better ones include stuff like, some people, when they see a glass will go, that's a glass half full. Some people, when they see a glass, will go, that's a glass half empty. Some people, when they see a glass, will go, hey, this is my glass, and there used to be twice as much water in it. Where was this? What's happened? I'm not at all sure why that's even a hammer. Okay. And that got us a little more resources. Delicious, delicious resources. But more importantly, we now have the 16 flint we wanted, which means we can make flint stiffened mesh. 4 of them. So now we can swap out these. What? Oh. Okay then. We can swap out these for these new mesh. These new mesh will go faster. Notice what? Oh, by the way, you may notice that I have updated my skin to make it more realistic. Except it's missing the glasses because I'm still working out how to do the glasses. But rest assured, once I work out how to do the glasses, I will put on the glasses, okay? Shit, it's dark in here now. Put that back down. So, we've got that, we've got iron. We are going to need, what are we going to need? We're going to need a thanid. No, we're not. What even is the point of a thanid? It's a thanid. Who needs a thanid? It's a thanid. No one has a need for a thanid. We want those back, thanks. Now we can make more compressed copper. Now, that is not something I need in my life, Cryo. In fact, that is the exact opposite of what I want in my life. For reasons that will not make inherent sense to you, but do make inherent sense to me. Last Christmas, or possibly the Christmas before that, in fact it was the Christmas before that, because I went to LA. It was the Christmas before last Christmas, and I was bought a book by my mother. Except it wasn't my mother, it was actually my aunt. I was bought a book by my aunt. And this book was by an author called Matt Haig, who does some really good stuff. And while I'm not advertising him, I do recommend you go read some of his stuff, because he does all kinds of awesome glimpses into human society that people don't normally notice. But I digress. Reading a book by Matt Haig. The book in question is called To Be a Cat. And the premise is a young protagonist, a young boy, Barney Willow, has it kind of rough. So rough, in fact, that he, briefly, wishes to become a cat. And actually pulls it off. Unintentionally. There's only one problem. He's a cat now. He used to be a human. This is a problem. This is a very big problem. Because now, all of a sudden, he's a cat. And the plot goes on from there, including evil headmistresses and the truth about his father and all kinds of other wonderful shenanigans that ultimately lead to him, amongst other things, having 2 pet cats, who are very cute. Let me just say, and one of them is his father, but details. And I can highly recommend that you read it, but as a result, I do not want to become a cat. Because being a cat is freaking hard. Like, no siree, no thank you. Is that it? Where's the... Did I... What? There's a So how did I... What? Am I mysteriously missing some of my... Whatever. Where are my saplings? Oh. Oh, well, that was the last use I got out of my crook. Crook. And I don't have enough stone to make a proper crook. Let me just fix that real quick. Problem has been resolved. But no, Cry, I don't want to be a cat. It's a really bad idea. Their society does not bode well for humanity, okay? Now, what do I need now? I need clay. I need 5 clay, and I need to sieve some dust so I can get bone meal. Why do you need bone meal? Well, I need to make this stuff called porcelain clay. Comes from dust in any of the meshes. With a higher drop chance from higher tiered stuff, of course, but hey. But we are going to want some more clay. A lot of clay. We're going to want 7 clay, not counting the extra stuff I'm going to need to finish off the smeltery. But we'll focus on the 7 clay for now, because that's the smeltery fuel, and that's going to be the next most important step, and the rest is vague and indeterminate. This is why I need to pay attention, because I don't want to make holes in my ceiling. I'm going to have to patch that later. So if I throw all this into here and do that, and then grab that back out. Hammer! Throw those in. Compress. Hammer! Throw those in. Compress. Hammer! Rinse and repeat. Hammer! Okay, that's enough of that. And now we sieve this. I would. Doctors say I need to drink more water. Doesn't mean I'm actually going to drink more water. For instance, due to supply and demand issue, there was no demand and too much supply. I am currently drinking a glass of chocolate milk. It was a nice looking tree, but it was a kind of sudden tree! And I was not expecting a tree, and we got exactly enough bone meal. That's nice. That's pretty much exactly what I wanted. Now the next thing we're going to need is some more dust. Which means making a new hammer. Just the one. Yeah, we should probably also make another set of torches, shouldn't we?
We straight into a zone with a high magical index, he said. Don't ask me how. Also, at a time a really magical field must have generated here, with feeling the artifacts.
Precisely, said a passing bush. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that section. Silver! Give it back! I can't. But that as being the last place with dragons on the disc. That's better. Right, now what? We put all this in here, we solve that, we do that, we do that. Bing, bang, bong. And don't repeat that. Now we are getting a little better. We are on our way to self-sufficiency. What we're going to need next is... Why don't we just get 9? Yeah, why don't we get 9 in total? Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now if we do that, we're going to get a load of useful stuff. We're going to get gravel. More importantly, if we now check how to make grout, we are going to need to divide this gravel into 9 inventory slots. 4 of which go here. And the rest of which are recompressed into gravel. And you can guess what we're going to do next. Shit. I did that the wrong way round. Well, on the upside, I have plenty of dust now. Which is good, because we're going to need it. Oh yes, we are going to need it. But we're going to need it later.
Really? 3 minutes ago you said you wanted to turn into a cat. Technically 6 minutes ago by the time you read this, I'm only around to it a little bit of 9 minutes. I did? No, I said I'd like to own a cat. I've seen several games where people are overcome by the desire to copulate with a tree. No.
I can walk through walls. More importantly, we now have almost enough clay. We don't have enough clay, we have almost enough clay. That's better. No longer quite so hungry. Wait, that's the gravel. That's the 36 gravel we need. $36 divided by 4. So that means we're going to need 9 lots of sand. 1 lot of dust. Well, we have the 1 lot of dust and change. So clearly we just need the 9 lots of sand. Well, clearly we just need the 4 lots of sand, and we already have 1, so that means we just need 3. Okay, we're perfect. Now make sure you hold tilde, otherwise that trick doesn't work. Now, and we want the rest back. You see, here's the thing. Early on in the Discworld series, Death would be the one who ultimately killed everybody. He handed the match to the person who burnt down his own freaking inn for some insurance. So and there we go. We have the sand we need. We have the gravel we need. Now all we need is 8 lots of clay. 9 lots of clay. Unfortunately, my first supply of clay is going to a better cause. It is going to combine with this bone meal to create porcelain clay. Now, 7 porcelain clay becomes an unfired crucible. And if you smelt an unfired crucible, it turns into a crucible.
Chocolate milk. Nice. That's what's so stupid about the whole magic thing, you know. You spend 20 years learning the spell that makes nude virgins appear in your bedroom, and then you're so poisoned by quicksilver fumes and half blind from reading old grimoires that you can't remember what happens next.
I wonder. One of these will make lava. Well, we're we're going to need a light. That will do. It's a really crappy heat source, but it's a better heat source than no heat source. A 1, 2, 3, 4. And now, ladies and gents, you see how slow that is? Not a lot of spelunking that is going on, so you wonder what is going on. You already, well, ore doesn't generate naturally in this, so I have to do other things to get ore, and I'm getting kind of sick of mining out rooms for cobblestone. Because, seriously. That's the wrong bloody... Yeah. It might be that you're just in one of the sections where I do nothing but talk for 10 minutes because you guys got me on a tangent, but... That's better. Uses on this, and I can make yet another, but I don't need to make another yet. I didn't plan that, I swear. That will eventually have a bucket of lava in it, and once it does, we can make a cobblestone generator. We are also going to need a piece of glass. We're going to need a piece of glass. Shit. It's okay. It's okay. We can make a piece of glass. We can... Where did that go? That went to all the other gravel, didn't it? Where's all the other gravel? I'm blind. I can't see. That's the wrong item. There we go. There's all the other gravel. That's the dirt. This is going to go to all the other sand. Yes, it is.
Every moment that passes a flaming Death Star and the universe throws Earth a million miles an hour in a direction that always changes. Every day entire universes are being destroyed and recreated.
Yeah, I knew. Tell me something new. Cobblestone generated tier 1 is just cobblestone, glass, and some buckets. So yeah, as soon as this lava finishes creating, which shouldn't take too long, we can make another. Indeed, right? But yeah, so we're going to want... We're going to want to throw dust in here to get clay. The clay is, whatchamacallit, used somehow in something. Look, I have no idea what's going on, okay? Cry, you have moved from funny to creepy, and then back to funny, and then back to creepy. I'm impressed. I've never seen someone flip-flop that quickly. Wow. I honestly don't know what to say there. I don't. At this point in the game, we are waiting on trees, and by waiting, I mean doing this. So we can... the precious, precious saplings. Because if we get saplings, we can make water. And with water, we can make clay. And with clay, we can make everything in the world. Nah, just kidding. We can make the stuff that we need to progress further. Ooh. Plump and juicy pear. It costs roughly 10 saplings a time to produce one thing, so... Another peach. It's also plump. And this means we can make our first piece of grout. More importantly, how long do we have left on this? Like another minute and a half. Alright. Grout. We'll make more grout. We put the grout in the thing. And we let the grout melt. Then we put the saplings in the thing, and we let the saplings melt, and we put the string mesh in the chest, and the string mesh doesn't melt because it's made of string, and it's a chest. And that is enough for me to make another block of seared brick. And the block of seared brick goes in here. We're going to need another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks of seared brick. Well, we're going to need a lot more than another 7, but we're going to need another 7 to begin with. I don't know, it's like 8 PM. I should have invited Pyro, but we're not really at the point where it's going to be, like, interesting, so... Well, interesting to him. For those of you who don't know, Pyro is my best friend. I drew a birthday card for him a few years back. On stream. He interrupted me on stream to ask me for details about travel arrangements for said party. I had to ask him if he was subbed to me real quick, and if he watched my streams, and he said no, and I was internally breathing a sigh of relief. I don't know what to say to that. I know I'm not into that, but... What? What? But okay, we need more. We need more clay. We need more clay. We need more clay. We need more clay. We have more clay. I'm going to eat this peach because it's plump and juicy. And I'm really not a peach person, but I will eat what I'm given in this game. Because the alternative is starve to death. The problem is we're only getting another 4 blocks out of that, and then the furnace is going to run out of fuel. Which is like bugger. I hardly know it. Now, if I take that though, I can do that, and then put that there, and that there, and that in the middle, and 6 blocks of cobble around it, and I got the water and lava buckets the wrong way around. But that gives me back my clay bucket, and gets me a cobblestone generator, tier 1. This thing does exactly what you think it does. It makes cobble. Incredibly slowly. I mean, I don't want to call you guys strange, but you're kind of strange. I mean, Look, trust me, it's even weirder for the tree because the tree sends its freaking semen by bee, which makes it even stranger. When you think about it. And, yeah, as my father puts it, the trees are having sex and you're allergic to it. This is gonna get boring. For me, at least. I'm gonna want to automate this. The easiest way I can think of to automate this is to make another chest. Not just any chest, though. Normal chest is too small. I bet you there are a bunch of weird, like, tree furries out there, too, who, like, for the entire month of May or something, just keep doing it. It's like freaking heat season or something, I don't know. And we can now deconvert down this coal into tiny coal. Now we have like a stack and a bit of tiny coal. It's tiny and cute, okay? It's tiny and cute. We're also going to want to make another stone crook. That's not quite what I wanted to do, but okay. I'll just save those for later. Jesus Christ, what the hell have I done? No, no caves. This world is an infinitely large cube of stone, like I said at the start. It is forever in every direction. There is stone. No ore, no... No ore. There's a layer of lava at the top to discourage you from going up. But, no ore, no caves, no anything. You have to generate it all yourself. It uses the same, like, basic pack configuration as a skyblock pack, whereby the premise is you are on a, like, 3x3 bedrock patch in the middle of the sky with absolutely nothing there. And you must survive. That's the premise of a skyblock. This uses the same setup, but rather than putting you up in the sky, it puts you down in the ground. Where did all my gravel go? Did I put all my gravel away? No. I sieved all my gravel, didn't I? Yeah, I did. So close to. But yeah, no, there is nothing. It's just... Yeah, there's nothing at all. As far as I can tell, anyway, there might be things. But I don't really want to go and find them, because I'm content to work here. Here, at least, is relatively safe. Provided I don't do, like, you know, anything stupid. Oh, hey, exactly enough. Just gonna put these back in the chest. Throw that back in there. What is the pull of the mod? Completionism. Ah, shit, I claimed that, didn't I? Ah, well. Completionism. There's all these quests. All these quests. All these quests, including one to make a frickin' black hole unit. You know how big a frickin' black hole unit is? There's like frickin' DE quests. DE quests that, you know, require you to kill the Ender Dragon multiple times to just get the mod going. Project E, which I haven't even played with, but plays a lot like the old Material Energy. Like Paimar, the like very first one from ages ago. And also has some kind of Marvel reference, but details. The just general premise. Wait, there's a theme? That's terrible. That's nice. That's awful. That's awful. That's awful. That's awful. That's not bad, but that's better. And I'm back in the tree again. I guess the general pull of the mod is the same as any Minecraft. It's just a different set of beginning parameters and no set end parameters. We just need 2 more. And I think we're going to get that. And a little change, of course, but... I don't actually know myself. Just because I'm curious, I am going to open this loot chest just to see what I get. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. No. 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 If you've ever seen the Lucky Blocks mod, that's one of them. Oh, it's a teensy tiny little smeltery. Right, so you need to fill this with lava, which means we need to make more lava. This is going to be slow. We're going to want to speed up making lava. How can we speed up making lava? Well, first off, we need to know how lava is made. When a mummy lava and a daddy lava love each other very much, actually, a better bet would be to look up the uses of a crucible. So if we look up the uses of a crucible, you put in 4 items, you get out 1 bucket of lava. Seems simple. Now, here's the thing. What can we put under a crucible to give it power? Well, a torch is going to give it 1x power. Okay. Fire is going to give it 5x. Okay, that's not bad. Whatever the hell this thing is going to give us 10. A bucket of lava is going to give us 5. A block of uranium or plutonium is going to give us 20 and 30. Draconium gives us 120, but to get that stuff you like need to do all kinds of weird shit. But the next best thing, at 60, is a superheating element, which needs 4 copper, 1 osmium, and some steel. And to get steel, you need a hammer. And to get the hammer, you're going to need to smelt some stone, and to that you're going to need to make unhardened stone, which needs some iron, some clay, some sand, and some cobblestone. I've lost connection to the chat. Give me a moment.
I drew a birthday card from a few years back. After that,
Totally ignores his birthday, naturally. By a few years back, I mean last year, when it was his birthday. So we need a superheating element, which needs that, 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 which needs an iron ingot. Where's the iron? In my inventory, isn't it? Always is. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we're going to need some aluminium brass. Oh, and another block of ground. I lied. We're not done with the ground yet. In fact, it might be best if we just keep going with the ground. We want the hammer that doesn't look like any of these hammers. Shit. We want that hammer. We want that stone hammer, which needs hardened stone, which needs this, which needs this, which needs this, which needs this, and this, and... I said hardly know her. Bugger hardly know her is the joke. Nutter. Now, ordinarily I'd go with the casting basin, but we're going to need a casting table for this. We're also going to need an ingot. And this is the bit that kind of saddens me. Because we're going to need to burn an ingot. And a seared brick is going to be our sacrifice for tonight. No, it's not. It's not going to be our sacrifice for tonight. I'm just going to say that it is, because I'm a whip. Now, what we need is something called aluminium brass. Aluminium. That actually looks kind of sexy, but aluminium brass. Of course, it's spelled unconventionally, because of course it is. So I bet might be looking for brass. Aluminium brass. Aluminium brass is made with aluminium and copper. You have to make it in a smeltery. And to do that, you're going to need molten aluminium brass. Now to get molten aluminium brass, you need 3 copper, well, 1 copper to 3 aluminium. Is that the term they go by these days? I don't remember. I might dedicate an entire room to this thing. But we're going to need aluminium brass. So we're going to need copper and aluminium in a 3-to-1 ratio. There's the 1. There's the 3. Now we're going to put all this in here. There's just one problem. It's too cold. We can't melt these. Why is it too cold? Because there's no fuel. Well, what do we need to make fuel, LT? Simple. The smeltery runs on lava. You can immediately see the problem, because this is our lava producer, and it's fucking slow. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying words. That's better. That's better. Okay. Okay, so we're going to want to throw more of this stuff in there anyway. We're also going to want to smelt up this unhardened stone. And we're going to want to smelt up some more iron anyway, but I want to smelt up as little iron as possible. For one very simple reason, and that is because I want a shit ton of iron. The use of this can be used to make a hammer, which actually needs 3 string. I'm not dumb, I'm just misguided, but whatever. Uses, so you need 3 string, which gets you a stone hammer, which you can use to make stuff like steel. Now it's 2 for 2, and we're going to need 4 of this, which means we're going to need an awful lot of coal. But we can get coal. Coal at this point in the game is not their current setback. Oh my. Yeah, you probably looked it up just now, I'm sorry. I did not. Hot stuff. Okay. What? So if we now look in here, we'll see that this is melting. And in fact, you know what? We should have used an ingot from the grout. We should have done that. But it's okay. It's okay. We can plan around this. I already am. Now, to make more grout, we're going to need some more gravel. Oh look, we have more gravel. And we're going to need some dust. Oh look, we have some dust. At this point, the only thing holding us back is the clay, and now we can make grout. Again, we're making a lot of grout. There's a reason for this. Out of curiosity, that gets you 1 seared. Okay, so this is more efficient on coal, which is important. And what we're going to want to do here is we're going to take one of these ingots, we're going to want to put it here. Now you'll notice that we've consumed about 100 lava, but we now have 8 ingots of molten aluminium brass. Aluminium brass is used to make item casts, and now we can cast this out as ingots. But okay, that doesn't seem too interesting. It's not really for now, but I've got a plan. You see, there are 2 ways of making smeltery blocks. One sec, I need to do a quick head count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 of these smeltery seared bricks. Now, to get the quest smeltery, you need 16 of them. And a casting basin, and 2 faucets. Which means we're going to need, in total, another 10, another 16 on top of that, another 26. Another 26 ingots of... What do we call this stuff again? 26 ingots of, well, smeltery brick. Now, there are 2 ways of making that. The first way is to cook up grout. The second way is to melt down cobblestone. There isn't a quest for the surface. The surface, if I go into my map settings and twiddle with it a bit, and tell us that we are in fact on the surface. In fact, if we look at topography, you'll see that we're under a huge layer of lava. that extends out as far as we can map. Trust me when I say this, going up is not in our best interest. Yes, now, most of these mod packs are very slow and monotonous, and you'll be going through this slow, monotonous stage for days. Okay, so it's 1 cobblestone, 20 ingot. Out of curiosity, can we do compressed cobblestone in this thing? Because I know you can do compressed cobblestone in them, but I don't know if you can do compressed cobblestone in one this small. Oh my god, you can! But no, the early game is very slow and monotonous, but we're going to get through it quite quickly. Most of them, you need to play for like a week or so to get through the early game, into the late game stage, or into the mid game. We are going to speed that process up in a handful of different ways. This is the first one. That's the wrong item completely. Silly Alti. We are going to need to cook up like 16 more of these. But for every 4 we make, we can stick another block on this. And for every few blocks we add, the more inventory this gets. It's a cube that when you break will do something? Exactly what? I don't know. And the whole kind of point of it is that you will never know what they might do. Because they could do anything. They might throw you half a stack of diamonds, or they might spawn 20 nether stars, or they might spawn a wither, or they might spawn 2 withers, or they might spawn 10 withers, 2 stacks of TNT as entities simultaneously pre-lit, and a sign that says screw you. Ah, there we go. Now that we've got enough, we can start doing this more efficiently. Now, you know that we have 2 blocks and 3 ingots in here. Now, if I put a piece of cobblestone into this casting basin, I can turn this into a piece of seared cobblestone, which acts as a smeltery block, and it only used 3 ingots instead of the usual... shit. More than 3 ingots. Which means it's a more efficient way of increasing your smeltery's size without compromising on efficiency. However, we're probably going to be taking apart this smeltery as soon as we get the chance. I'm just doing this to burn up the remainder of my lava. Oh, we didn't refill this? Shit. That's better. Oh. Well, you know what? We can make one more ingot, can't we? Yeah, we can. It's just one cobble. That melts real fast. Yeah, pretty much. But it gets easier the further up you go, because you get into automation and so on. You start being able to do things automatically, more convenient. For instance, once I get iron, I'm going to move into improving this setup, which will increase the ability we have to get iron. Which will then allow us to further improve that setup. That's the last ingot of this stuff we're going to make. Now we're going to go put this in the chest, because for now we need our smeltery for other things. Admittedly, this thing will retain its liquid when broken, but we're going to take this entire smeltery apart. In fact, if we're going to do that, we're going to want a pickaxe. If we're going to make a pickaxe, let's make a good pickaxe. So, to make a decent pickaxe, well, something like bronze would do quite nicely for a pick. Let's see, what do we need to make bronze? Bronze and copper are kind of what I'd advise when it comes to making pickaxes. Bronze needs 3 copper to 1 tin. So we need copper and we need tin. We have 2 copper. Do we have any tin? We have a lot of tin. We have more tin than we need to make bronze. But we do not have enough copper. So what we're going to do is we are going to start melting down our iron. Now, each one of these is going to melt down into 2 ingots. So we just doubled our iron. Now you have to be careful when you're using the smeltery, because there's a chance that metals can alloy together, but that's only the case if you use certain metals. A block and 7 ingots. So let's make a block of iron. Red like the blood of my enemies. Perfect. So we're also going to need to start preparing to make tinker's tools. I haven't done this in like ages, so it's going to be fun. So we're going to need a pickaxe head pan. We're going to need a tool rod pan. And we're going to need a small binding pan. We're also going to, in the future at least, want a hammerhead, sword or cleaver blade, an axe and a shovel, maybe a battle sign if I'm feeling particularly, or a frying pan if I'm feeling particularly inventive. Who knows? Maybe even some fletchings if I go into the arrows directory, but... No, in the end you only need to mine, There is an exact minimum number, but I can't tell you what it is off the top of my head. But it's way less than 1,000. Probably in the low hundreds if it's even above 100. But now we have iron. Any old iron, any old iron, any old iron. The problem is you can't immediately make iron into tools because, well, you can, but I don't like doing that because it's inefficient. The problem is you can't make iron into tools anyway because of another fundamental issue, and that fundamental issue no, we're not trying to make it out of gravel. We're not that crazy. We want to make this out of stone. Do I have any cobblestone in my inventory? I do now. It's this one, isn't it? Yeah. So if we put this stone in here, we can get a stone tool rod, which we don't want, but we can get a stone pickaxe head, and a binding, which I do want. That's cheap. That's also cheap. Now the problem is with cheap stuff is it's cheap. It's terrible. We don't want cheap and terrible. We want good stuff. Now, what can I drop? I can put that in there and then start putting these back in the relevant chests. Remember how earlier we made some aluminum brass ingots? Well, now we're going to use some. If I remember correctly, it's 2 per cast. But I might be wrong. Might just be 1. So we're going to take out this cast and we're going to put that in its place. Then we're going to come back here, we're going to take one of these stencils. We're going to craft a chest. We're going to go and get my wood back, and then we're going to craft a chest. And we're going to put this on top of the chest, and we're going to make another pattern chest. But LT, you already had a pattern chest. Why do you need more than one? Because you need somewhere to store your stencils. Pattern chests are cheap, so it's easy to make a second one to store the casts that you use for casting metal. Yep, just 1 ingot per. We're going to need 2, though. And you can't store casts and patterns in the same chest. You need to have separate chests. But that's not too difficult, so... I just wait for this to melt and pour it out again. And now we can start making things out of metal, which is wonderful news. I am going to make a pickaxe. I'm going to make the head out of bronze, the tool rod out of wood, wooden tool rod, ecological, and the binding out of copper, because copper is well established. Different materials have different properties, and copper's property of well established gives you extra stuff for mining. But right now I need to start breaking down my cobble. 13, that will do for now. We're going to fish out our compressed hammer, and we're going to hammer this shit up. Of course, 13 is prime, so I can't make a nice, even structure out of it, but... Well, what are you going to do, huh? Bump. We're going to come over here. And we are going to not do that. We are instead going to fish out the string that we made earlier. We're going to fish out the string. We're going to fish out some iron. And we're going to make 4 iron stiffened meshes. Stiffened mesh. Oh, look at that. Had exactly enough string for 4 iron stiffened meshes. That is going to improve our ability to get iron. Massively. Now we can just sit here and do gravel. This is boring. I'm not going to do this. I am going to do something more interesting. First off, I'm going to need some wood. I'm going to need... Ooh... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... I'm going to need a lot of wood. This is yet another mod that I find both useful and kind of absolutely hilarious. I know I did my math right the first time, never mind. And we put this on here. You cannot tell me that that is not awesome. It's got like a freaking scroll bar on it. But now, here's the thing. Sieves, when they complete their progress, are meant to dump into the inventory above them, and they're not, which tells me that there's a bug with this. That I need to report to the devs. Great. But you'll note, I'm getting loads of fat loot. Like, tons and tons and tons. I've got an inventory full of useful shit now. I've got enough coal and enough iron. I can make enough steel to improve my lava production process, which will improve my production of iron. If I can find where the hell I left that tiny hammer from earlier. It's in my inventory. Now we're going to make some steel. Normal steel. We don't want, like, fancy steel. We just want... No, we don't want an end steel, or dark steel, or some other steel, or electrical steel. We just want steel. Just plain old, simple, easy to understand steel. Okay then. I'm not going to get into chickens, thank you. Probably not, anyway. I might get into chickens, but I don't think I'm going to get into chickens because, well, to be honest, they're chickens. It's walking mad. Steel sheet metal needs steel plates, needs steel ingots, which need coal and iron. Which means now all we need is some osmium. And we can massively buff our lava production. So now here's the next question. Do we have any osmium? We have just enough. Okay, we have a lot more than enough, but we have enough. Osmium's really annoyingly slow, though, so... This is gonna take a while. Restock. I'm gonna throw, like, quarter stack of stone in here, just so I can, like, start patching up the walls, because these walls are getting on my nerves. Like, seriously? The hole in the ceiling in here, and... One second, I need to fix my controls, because my controls are bugging me. 1 second. There we go. Much better. Right, so where were we? We have finished up our lava. We have our 2 ingots of molten osmium. I'm going to fish out this. Because osmium does make nice tools, but it... Wait, isn't osmium also well established? And it's dense. And I'm pretty sure it's better than... There should be a book. There should be a book. It should be called Materials and EU. You just need a book and one of those stencils, and a book is easy enough to make with... We haven't got any paper, never mind. Oh, that's better. Oh, I can think again. Oh, God. Every Minecraft player internally develops a tiny amount of OCD. It's unavoidable. It's part of the condition. If you want to help me with it, please send my credit card number to... Wait, what? I'm just waiting for the stream to catch up at this point, because... Well, let's look up copper. We want a copper small binding. Extra is 100, and it throws well established. If we go osmium... No, osmium small binding is only 40, and dense and well established, but bronze stuff is already dense, so we don't need another tier of dense on top of it, because that's useless. Right, there we go. We have some osmium now. Now, with some osmium, a piece of sand, some more copper, shit. else do you need? 4 redstone? How do you get redstone? I believe that's sieve dust, isn't it? Yep. In iron or diamond. Oh, look at what I got here. I'll just drop that a moment. Ooh, and quartz too. Oh, damn. Not much quartz, but some quartz. And some is better than none, let me tell you. And 3 redstone? 3? Seriously now? And some electric quartz too. Charged. So there's quartz and glowstone and all kinds of other things. I'm really hoping that's what I meant to do there. Well, it's not like clay is hard to make. I can make more. So we have the glass we need. We have some of the glass we need. It's weird, but I'm kind of actually impressed that you guys are still watching this. Like, no offense to you, but seriously? Where'd my ground go? There'd my ground go. I'm gonna sieve the remaining dust anyway. Okay, so for the first stage of the superheating coil, we're going to need one of these. Then we're going to need 1 more redstone. Wait, we have 4. Oh! Yay! Okay then, no, we're just going to need some copper. And to get the copper, we're going to need some lava. And to get the lava, we're going to have to wait a bit. This would be a good time to put some more water on to boil. You know, if I was planning ahead, if I was really planning ahead, I'd have made an infinite water source by now. Oh, LT. You batty. Now, it's now 6 PM. 6? 7? 7? 9? 9, that is the number. Gold is the sky in concentrates, power in its purest states. Sorry, it's a Coil song. Don't get me wrong though, Coil are a pretty good band, so that's what I did for the In Memoriam stream, wasn't it? Coil. Nope. I ain't got a fucking clue either. Admittedly, I could have probably stopped at, I wonder if I need to put, like, the input ports on the inside of these. That might help. There we go, that's all the loot from this one. Oh, you're kidding me. You said you might be back before I get this message. I don't know. Are you back? You might be back by the time you get this message, so, ha, there. Wait, shit, no, these stay in my inventory. Right. Next, we needed copper and we needed tin because we're making bronze. But more importantly, we needed to wait for this lava to melt so I could, and you know what, I'm not going to be stupid this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll stick some more on to boil while I wait. So that this copper ore would melt down. I might have gone a little overkill on the copper. So I can make 4 copper ingots. So I could make the superheating coil so I could improve the lava generator. That was it. But, well, what's the ratio on bronze anyway? Like 3 to 2? Yeah, it's 3 to 1. Okay, so if I just throw in a piece of tin, that'll generate 1 too many. Oops. Oh well. Induction furnace. Where's the superheating coil? Superheating coil, superheating coil, superheating coil. Coil, oil. That's a thought. Nope. Wait, no, hold on. I already made one of these, so if I just look up... Oh, man, these things are useful. Superheating coil needs 4 redstone. I put my redstone in the chest, didn't I? Yeah, goof. Drain out 1 sec. But yeah, now we got real lava production, eh? We've got 4 ingots of molten bronze, and 1 ingot of tin. Well, if we throw in, a little bit of copper ore, and a spare copper ingot, oh, look here. Actually, no, we don't want to do that. I only have so much use for bronze. Okay, so what we want is the pickaxe head. Ah, yeah, but we did want to do the copper binding too, didn't we? What's that need anyway? 1? Oh, we'll throw in the copper ore anyway, in this case. Yeah, there we go. We have a pickaxe head now. So I break out the tool station. A crook. Who are you calling a crook? Performs X... Ah, hello, cooking. And it's just made with 4 tool rods. Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. That means we could actually make a tool with, like, 4 different modification effects on it. And varying output in terms of speed of mining. So we could have a bronze, copper, wood, stone, maybe? No. Something interesting, anyway. No, we want to put that in there, and that in there. Once you melt down, two ingots of copper. And the ingot cast goes back in there. And the binding cast also goes back in there. Now we have a binding. So, we're going to need an awesome name for this pickaxe. This bronze ecological, dense, well established, this bronze, copper, wood pickaxe. We're going to call it Pickaxe 00. Because I am that kind of person. It's got 6.8 mining speed, 2 modifiers, mining level of diamonds, and it's ecological, dense, and well established. In worst case, if anything goes wrong, we can swap out bits later. We got getting an upgrade, construct a better pickaxe, and isn't it iron pick? What? If we check our advancements, which is Minecraft's new achievement system for some reason. Minecraft Stone Age, we've made it up to acquire hardware, hot stuff. Isn't it iron pick, upgrade your pickaxe? Oh, it's a vanilla one. Acquire diamonds, enchant an item. Diamond armor saves lives. Light nether portal. Use iron armor. Deflect an arrow with a shield. Buildcraft has its own achievements, which include gear making and engineering and piping and colossal chests as achievements. "10 by 10 by 10 chest." NIO conduits. Husbandry. Chance cubes. Have the Herobrine actually sport. You see why I don't want to do this? It's real. Have the Kiwi Wither. I don't want to do that either. Bwam. Break a giant one. It's a lie. Yes, the cake is a lie. Disco ball. Open a chance icosahedron. Obtain the lonely piece of dirt. And Ap-Eng, which... well, it's Ap-Eng. But no, so now we have a pickaxe. Sweet. I'm gonna grab a piece of coal. And the tiny coal too. Throw the tiny coal in there. Grab that out of there. Actually make use of the fact that I have two hands now. Now, as you saw, I just got some XP for breaking some stone. But stone doesn't drop XP. That's why I made this out of copper. Copper, when used to create a tool, gives XP at random when you use it. Thinking about it, Electrum might have been a better head on this. But well, whatever, really. Maybe an osmium binding and an Electrum head. But I really want to break out the book, and I'd rather go with something I know is safe first. If any of you wonder why I'm going for exact 7x7s, it's because the inside of a 7x7 can be exactly lit up with 4 torches, up 4 high on the walls, with no need to put torches on the floor. Trick I picked up from a Minecrafter I used to watch extensively, and still kind of do. So, where do we go from here? We've gotten to metal, we've gotten a giant tree. In the way, as usual. Don't come back here. we are progressing down the path of glory. And we're going to put the copper away too. Let me check my quest book. What can we do now? What can we... Okay, so we still need to get the smeltery. But that's the last one on its quest line, so it's kind of eh. We still need to get a diamond filtered mesh, which will give us, like, the best of everything. We'd like an auto Steve, Steve, I need an iron bucket full of water. Got a cobblestone generator tier 1. Once I hit... I've got enough iron to make a cobblestone gen tier 2. And I've got a pickaxe now, so I can break it. Best bit about ecological pickaxes, by the way, they self-repair. Because it's ecological. Maybe not logical, but it's ecological. So I put 8 iron in this, and put this item, not that item, this item in the middle, and get a cobblestone generator, T2. This thing produces twice as fast. And gets me a quest reward. There is a tier 3 that's made with diamonds, a tier 4 that's made with blades, and a tier 5 that's made with emeralds. For goodness sakes. There's also the Aurora mining dimension and the Deep Dark, once you get those. There's the Nether that it wants me to go to, and I don't really want to go to the Nether, because it's the fucking Nether. It wants me to get an iron bucket of water, and then clay. Clay I've already done, but just to appease you, game. Appease you. Oh, shit. Shit. That was my last sapling. Shit. It's okay, I'm not screwed. It only looks like I'm screwed. For I am LT. An LT always has some kind of plan. However inane. Right. What was I trying to do that I screwed up on? Oh, yeah, right, dirt. I'm gonna fish out a fresh cook on this. There we go. And I've got my sapling back. Oh, for goodness sakes. I'm gonna have to start putting things in this chest now, am I? Of course I believe it. is more to appease the game than because I actually need to do it, but... There, game, are you happy? You never detected my original water bucket, did you? Oh, and that one needs 3 clay? Oh. Well, it's okay, because it detects submit one, so... Well, Auntie, are you back now? I don't know. Also, I have a bunch of new messages. I have like 90 new messages on Discord. Alright. Of course I bloody do. Once that's finished, I'll be able to make a start on getting an actual infinite water source up. I'm trying to work out where to go from here. Because my first instinct is to try and automate soul sand. For some strange reason. Or to get an auto hammer set up, or to... and to automate sieving. I'm going to hop out and head into a test world real quick. Just so I can test the colossal chest thing, because I think I've made a mistake while setting these things up. And if so, it's an easy mistake to fix. Okay, so we're going to single player, Stoneblock Creative Test 1. This is just my general mess around world with cheats and so on. That reminds me, we're also going to need a mob farm. That's, I don't want to say it's the gate to like the next layer of the game, but like it'll definitely help if we can get one. A lot of the decent-ish early game power sources are kind of derived from mob drops. So if we can start with mob drops, that'd be nice. I think I should also just start making more rooms and start planning out where I'm going to put what. So I can plan everything out. So I'm thinking I'm going to want to put certain things near other certain things, like the ore processing room near the RF room. Make the RF room like the, thinking what we can do is make the RF room like on the end of a small chain, then Jesus fucking Christ. Those are all Discord notifications, so if you'll excuse me. I'm going to check my Discord. Real quick. Ah, there we go. Slash game mode C. You really don't need to be wondering about what I was doing. You really don't need to be wondering about what I was doing. Okay, so what we wanted is a sieve. I can't spell sieve. We're gonna want a sieve. Mesh. And coloss. There we go. We're gonna need a core. I'm really kind of curious about what the heck that actually is. An interface and a wall. Is an uncolossal chest really just a... That is hilarious. I love that. That's awesome. But okay, so... if I put these here, and then this on top, and then this on top, and then this, like that, and yeah, I know you're missing a core. There we go. Now, if I went and got some gravel, like a good stack of it, yeah, you do. You go straight into the chest. Okay, that's nice. Here's the next question. Does the core count as an interface? It does. And finally, a third check. If I actually do this, do they still produce items? Yep. Even with blocks on top? Yep. Okay, that's that question answered. So now I know what I'm doing wrong. In my my other world. So now I can start to plan around that. And I am planning and plotting and scheming. Mwahaha. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, we're also going to need a mob grinding room. A storage area of some kind. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Ow, that hurt. Okay. What am I thinking? Okay. That's, that happened. I'm thinking I need to make an axe. Give me like a stone axe, just have to be an axe. Oh, there we go. So that needs to go there. I want to put the chest core on the outside. We can turn these into these with 4 cobblestone. So really cheap. I go 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. We now have a colossal chest that, if I am correct, and I have no reason to doubt my correctness. Thank you. Now if I fish out my compressed hammer, as soon as I can remember where I left it, we should be able to just go... Yep. Okay, that is awesome. If we want to automate the clicking process, we are going to need certain things that we don't currently have available to us. But we can get them. This is actually really hilarious to me. This is awesome. And it's a colossal chest. It can hold a lot. Right, so we have 2 diamonds now. That's all we have in terms of diamonds. Okay. So what I'm thinking is that we just keep doing gravel until we get enough diamonds. So that's our current battle plan. I'm also thinking I need to invest in drawers. I need to make a compacting drawer. That would be nice. If I could make one of those, because those are really useful. Oh yeah, I need to do like another piece of clay, don't I? There, game. Acknowledge that I have 3 pieces of clay in my inventory and reward me, damn it. Guess I need some more iron. Yeah, 3 should cover it. And we need some smooth stone. Ooh. Well, like another 20 stone won't hurt, will it? Get the tank. What? You don't have a tank? Oh crap, a tank. Well established. Oh wow, you're that far back in the stream? Oh shit. The lag is real, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. For context, ecological means that tools repair themselves slowly over time. Like, really slowly. But they'll still repair themselves, which is, like, better than nothing, I guess. Well established means that they give you XP. Just for doing things. We are really collecting the loot here. Now all I need is some way of automatically compressing it, but I can't do that while it's still in the chest. Now there is an auto compressor block, but it needs power. However, power is on our list of quests to do, so... meh. But now we can make a compacting drawer. Thank you. This bad boy can hold up to 16 stacks of cobblestone. And the best bit is, because cobblestone's the base item in this, it'll go all the way up to double compressed. Now, we can't mine double compressed, but it does mean that this cobblestone generator will never stop now. It will just keep making compressed cobblestone forever. Now, it won't make it very quickly. Not yet, anyway. Now we need is some kind of automatic hammer, but if we really want to get that, we're going to want to get the, we're going to want to get a bunch of other stuff first. How many diamonds do you need to make diamond mesh, anyway? 4. 4 per. Okay, we can do that. It's just going to take a while. I got nothing but time to kill. See, this is much quieter too. I like this. I'm gonna put the dirt away for a bit. Still only 2 diamonds. You can't do anything with emeralds, and we can't deconvert them yet, which is annoying, but well, what can you do? Now, I should well, See, this is some of the stuff I want to have in the ore production room, because you can put an auto-clicker on one of these. I don't mean, like, a manual auto-clicker. I mean, a block that clicks automatically. So if you put a block that clicks automatically on one of these things, on one of these little 2x2x3 units, you can automatically produce material at quite a high speed. Then if you were to make like 2 or 3 of them and stick them in a room and feed them into each other so that the last chest just had everything in it and then pump that out from that last chest into some kind of smelting system, well... I know, whistling sounds terrible on this, but, well. Still monotonous, but differently monotonous. And now you just get to listen to the smoothing sound of my voice. So, I call that a win. Seriously? No freaking diamonds, just a ton of iron and coal and ugh. Right, okay. My best plan currently would be to start melting things down, I guess. That's half a stack of iron ore. So that's a stack of iron ore. I could stick a hopper on here, but then I wouldn't be able to... Well, I'd still be able to squeeze in, yeah. I could probably inset this into the floor and the ceiling, and... Well, actually, it might fit better in this room, because this room's got a taller ceiling. Already. And I know I'm planning on, like, filling in the walls, so this thing's, like, all 7 by 7 by 7. But if I were to, like, what can I move? I can move this. If I were to move this... If I were to move this setup, I could squeeze it in here. And stretch it up to the ceiling and embed it into the floor, and... Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, that would look neat. Maybe I should start doing that. Damn it, now I've just got 21 Pilot songs stuck in my head. And I can't sing worth a damn. By the time this is all melted down, I should have a nice value in blocks. Something nice and solid. I should also probably see about... Ooh, yeah. No, I could just put those at the front. I'm trying to picture how this would look. So, put it here. Maybe make it so that the, Nah, I'm not sure how well it would look. Maybe I could sink it into the walls one in each way, but no, because I need the exposed extra sides. What I really need to do is I really need to make a dedicated room and just stick this thing in the middle of it. Which I can do, I guess. Hell, why not make it this room? Just tear this entire thing apart, drill it into the floor and ceiling. And I'd be able to go a bit deeper down too, and a bit further up. Well, a bit deeper down, certainly. Maybe not necessarily further up, but a man can dream, can't he? One man can make a difference, Michael. Oh, hello. Hello, tree. Sweetie pie, I have got a crutch on you. Okay, you know what, screw it, let's just take out an entire stack. Really? That's the closest you had to a stack? Alright. Ah, damn it, the point is, I keep thinking in multiples of 9, and I need to be thinking in multiples of 4. Right, there we go. Probably gonna break the hammer. Oh, no. Thought I would break the hammer. It didn't. And now we just keep doing this. To be honest, I could probably just put a rock on my keyboard and be done with it, but... You are back now, yes. 1 second. This is ground control to Major Tom. What? What? What happened there? Problem is, to make even the earliest tier of auto clicker, you need an ender pearl, and like hell is getting one of those easy without an auto grinder. But I've got the stuff to make one. All I'd need to do is clean out a room for it. Ideally, I'd need it to be near storage. Really? You think that is me? In that case, please say the phrase chicken sandwich in chat. If you don't do it within the next 5 minutes, I'm going to assume that the lag is really bad. Yeah, once the time says 9:57, I'm going to assume that, no, you're not hearing me live. Also, where the hell did Cryo Yoga? Okay, yeah, I am going to admit, you were right. This is kind of monotonous. Though I'm enjoying it. You get to hear my voice, so, you know, better than nothing. There we go. We now have 4 diamonds. Not many, but it's better than nothing. Ooh, that is going to be an issue then. I'm going to go make another hammer real quick. Oh, there's got to be a better way than this. Well, there's going to be a slower way, but it's going to be more effective, I think. First off, we're going to need to grow another tree. We're going to need to reinfest it with silkworms. There we go. Now we go back to doing this. Until the tree is fully infested. Light the cave, please, is triggered. Oh. 65% of frames skipping. Jesus Christ, how far back behind are you? Because it's been 5 minutes since I said the phrase, and you have not said it in chat, so clearly... And if I'm right, this should be, yep, fully infested. Where's my crook? Who are you calling a criminal? Right, so we now make a diamond mesh. Can you not... What? Can you not eject your mesh if there's a block above you? Do you need to be broken up? That's an interesting bug. Maybe it's an intentional feature, I don't know. But there, that is the first stage of making this more efficient. Now, admittedly, it's going to be immediately slower, even if we screw up things like that, but it is, however, going to produce more diamonds. And diamonds are what we need to seriously advance in the mesh business. Yeah, see, we already got another diamond. If I really wanted to, I could swap these out to compressed sieves, and I think that would get me, well, the problem is it gives you 7 times the results, but for 9 times the input, so it's kind of, a teensy bit less efficient, and I prefer these. I might actually have to make an expansion off the side of the smeltery room, now that I think about it. That's alright, because there's already another room there, it's just a case of... Yeah, no, because if I put it there, it'll be near the storage area. So what I'm thinking is move the smeltery into the middle of the room, drill a hole through that wall, drill out this wall too into another room, so we have 2 more rooms on that side. Put the storage room on there, put the mob grinder on here, and then go 2 more rooms down that way and put RF and ore processing in them in the reverse order of that. Another diamond. Which means that now we can make another diamond stiffened mesh and double our processing speed. The only downside is we have to break this to get to the bloody thing, but... Now we can do 2 at a time. Until we get another 4 diamonds, and then we make another one. It's a little cold, I'm going to put my jacket back on. There, much better. What? Three more diamonds. There we go. There we go, we're now doing in 3s. We won't have enough diamonds to finish off by the time we finish this one, but still. There's been some progress in half. Hey. Is 60 a multiple of 4? Yes, yes it is. honk. I'm still kind of like, wow, that's totally ridiculous. That I can just go, done. Wow, what riveting content! There we go. You know, like, previously I went with the whole compacting drawer system. But I think this as an input to the compacting drawer system might actually be better. But if it goes the way I think it will, we're going to have to shuffle the ore compacting room so that there's an ore compacting room next to the ore processing room, so the ores are produced, compacted, well, produced, compacted, smelted, and stored. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We now have a shit ton of iron. In fact, we have a shit ton of everything, but iron is one of the things we have a shit ton of, so... What? Okay. Okay, yeah, this is just ridiculous. This is just stupid. Yeah, okay, I don't want to say we've broken the game, but we've definitely done something that... The thing is, you're meant to do this! This is what you're supposed to do! This is how the game was meant to be played! Why do I still have so much gravel? Oh, you're kidding me. We need an auto quicker. We need an auto quicker quickly. No, I still don't know what the hell that noise was. I'm just giggling because... Like, this isn't quite, this isn't quite the spiffing Brit level of broken, but it's something near it. Even though it isn't. If we put that on there, we can just toss all that. What'll happen is every time one of these melts, a new one will go in. We just keep pouring out blocks. Oh my god. Oh my god. I need to go take that iron block out, but... The word asinine barely even begins to cover this. Wait, hold on. If I put a stack there and a stack there, can I do two at once? Can I do two stacks at once? Of course I can. This is, I don't know. This might just be one of the most ridiculous things I've ever done. Just, again, I'm just curious. Can I actually... Would it pull for my offhand if my main hand runs out? No, it won't. Okay, so there's no actual point to doing that. Alright. Oh my god. Now it takes 16 diamonds, some iron and a fair bit of wood, but wood's kind of free, so to set up one of these things. So once I finally get through my backlog of gravel, I'm going to go and clear out another couple of rooms, dump the excess cobble into the compressor, and just be like, and just chisel out all the rooms I meant to do. Because let's face it, I don't frickin' know anymore. Oh, I'm so glad I took the advice to make this. Oh, yeah, and this one's done. One sec. Not enough free space in the smeltery. I mean, again, I'm going to be tearing down and reassembling that smeltery, so... Wait, I have another stack of iron ore on me? I'm sorry, why aren't I... Oh. So, like I said, the early game goes quickly, because if it took me 2 hours to get to here, and I have to be here for another half hour to get down to the point where I don't need to do this anymore, it moves on like an exponential curve, because this is just... Let's face it, this is just bullshit right here. This is just me sitting here, shift-clicking the same block over and over. For like hours, while I ramble at you. This is... Yeah, no, this is LT ASMR. This is what this is. This is the sounds of LT's life. That's ASMR. There, now I have enough diamonds to make another one of these. Oh yeah, because you thought we were going to stop at 1? Oh, no, 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 no. No, not at all. No. Okay, yeah, we are, actually. We're going to stop at 1 for now. This is bullshit. Like, not quite on an industrial scale, but, like, nearing it. Won't take too long before we get to the industrial scale, Yep. That's what I thought. What I need to do is I need to get more casting basins. I was gonna make more anyway, but now I've got an incentive. Now I've got an incentive to get around to getting, like, pipes and shit. I'll do that when I tear down the smeltery, though. I'll tear it down, I'll put it back up. And I'll get ready to start making more of these, basins and some pipes to connect them up. Because I'm trying to work out, because, here's the thing, you can make a smeltery any size you want, but the sort of, well, you can make a minimum size 2x2. I like working in odd numbers because I work in 7x7s for my housing. So, assuming that this thing takes up 5x5, which it pretty much does, even if you factor in, like, the corner space. So if we just drop this in the middle of the room, fit as much as we can, stuff as much as we can into the floor, stuff as much as we can into the ceiling. This is gonna be good. That was not what I wanted to do. So, my, as mentioned, I'm thinking materials processing and storage through here. So, RF processing, storage, in which case it might be better if I put the smeltery in here, because then it'll be right next to the storage room. And quite near to well, it'll be further from power gen, and power gen's where we'll be making our lava, but I could just throw together a quick little lava maker in here and just set it up so it constantly pumps in. That wouldn't be too hard. No, that wouldn't be hard at all. Here's the deal. I think I'll clear a room and then do, like, a stack of cobble. Not like 9 stacks like I did last time, but stack cobble, clear room, stack cobble, clear room, stack cobble, clear room. Maybe I should get a backpack. Maybe I should get several backpacks. What I'd do for an automated assembly halo, though. That'd be nice. Yeah, how much compressed cobblestone do we have? You know that it lists double compressed cobblestone at 13. Now, each one of those is 9 cobblestone, plus 6... And rising, yeah, this should do it.
Oh, hi, Ducky.
Yeah, see, I said chicken sandwich half an hour ago. Where's the... Yeah, there we go. I'm also occasionally pausing to nom on this kebab I have here. Food is important, you know? Right, so I've now got 23 diamonds. 23 diamonds, so much coal, shit ton of everything. And that's barely, like, what? A fifth? Oh, modern Minecraft, you make me so happy. Actually, do I want to go through here? Yeah, why not? Worst case, I can just panel it back over or something. Use it as cable runs. Wait, no, that's too far. one more in and I'll put the torch in. Don't really have to worry about torches anymore because we've got so much coal, it just doesn't matter. Wait, one sec. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. None. Ah! I knew I was missing one somewhere, because each of these rooms should have exactly 4 stone torches in them. Should. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4th block is there. One, two, three, 4. This is going to be our next cleared room. And in fact, you know what? I'm going to do the I'm going to make the torches for this one now while I still can. And I should probably eat something too, considering I'm, you know, not able to sprint. That one goes there. Okay, so now I've just got to clear this room. Now, this would be easier if I had a hammer, and I could make a hammer now. But I'd have to... like a tinker's hammer, not just a hammer. I'd like to point out, it's day... we're in a plains biome, it is day 10. Since each day is... I don't know how many minutes, because I've only been streaming like, what, 3 hours? Nah, a little less. Oh, shit, more like 4 hours. Okay, it's really hard to remember that this is a Monday? Friday. Cobblestone do I have in my inventory now? Nah, not that much. You can tell I have some slightly skewed standards, can't you? ridiculous. How much double compressed cobblestone do we have now? 21 plus 8 plus 4. And rising. I'm not going to do the math on that, but Auntie, if you want to do the math on that, you're welcome to. 1, 2, 3. Two, three. There we go. Ooh! Ooh! What was that? What did I get? I got something. Level comfortable. Modifiers 3? Did I get an extra modifier on it or something? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2. Yep. Okay. Checking that this room is up to LT design standards. If I'm feeling particularly inventive, I'll come back here later with a chisel and make everything look nice. On that note, what's it take to make one of these? Just a pink dye. If I get any pink dye, I'll make one. Hello from the past. Hello, past. It's me, future. Tells me I should probably give this pickaxe a bit of a rest. But not until I put the last couple of... that torch will do. I'll clear out the ceiling and then be done with it, I suppose. How much durability left on it? Which statistic is the durability? I can't tell. 83 of 55. Yeah, you can tell I gave this thing a bit of a workout, huh? Well, I could probably make it through that before it broke, and I really don't want it to break. I don't really want to test that. Yep. That's still going. Oh, the tree grew. Right, so now, couple stacks of cobble. Ah! Future LT, who will Acknowledge you in a while. Hi. Yeah, this should do. So what I'm thinking here is storage or processing RF production. And then mob grinder here, maybe? So it just feeds right into the storage room? Which shouldn't be too hard. Now just to check, 69 durability now. So like I said, it very slowly repairs itself. Try refreshing. Try refreshing your browser? Ladies and gentlemen, the reason I play modded Minecraft. It only gets more ridiculous from there. need to nurse that along for a while, really. Until it gets all of its iron out. Come on now, this is just ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah, it kind of is. I have 22 warnings telling me that I only have 65% of frames, so something has gone shitty. Clearly. Let's see, settings, stream, video advanced, and the process priority is high, so I don't really know what more I can do. Short of, you know, start turning off random other programs on my computer. Be dumb, but let's just try turning off every other non-vital piece of programming on my system, just to see how that works. There, we're down to just a stack of iron now. This is just ridiculous. I'm still kind of mind-boggled by Hi! Sorry if I don't notice